Hi folks, this video is for chapter 12. We're going to do lab 12.1. It involves a lot of the websites that your chapter text refers to. There's a lot of great resources online by the government that gives you access to all kinds of satellite imagery, and this lab essentially gives you a glimpse of that, let you play with it. So here we go. So lab 12.1 is actually a really cool lab, and it's a lot of fun to do. Uh, we're going to do it a little bit differently than the book shows you. The book wants you to use the online version of Google Earth, and we have not worked with that, so we're going to be using the desktop version. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. First, we're going to download the chapter data, as usual. I'm going to save it in my downloads folder. It's chapter 12. Once it comes up, I'm going to show in folder. Here's chapter 12. Right click, extract all, get rid of the first part of it, and click on extract. Now these files in here are going to just simply be KMZ files, or KML files, excuse me, which are Google Earth files. So what you're going to be doing now is essentially going to Google Earth and opening those up and answering the questions. So as again, you're not going to use the online version of Google Earth. You're going to use the desktop version of Google Earth Pro, which you can download for free if it's not on your computer. Just go to the download page, which I will post here for you. So once you do that, you're going to just go to Google Earth Pro, and you're going to do File Open. You're going to navigate to your download folder, open up chapter 12, and you see all the files. The book wants you to start with Lights Backend, which is this one right here. Once you open it up, it will take you to that location. And it will show you a nighttime image of gas drilling in North Dakota. Now at this point, just answer the questions in the book. It wants you to zoom out a little bit, take a look at what you see in North Dakota. You can go to the layers page, which is right here, and you can put in different places, borders and labels, those kinds of things, roads, for example, to give you some idea of where maybe the cities are and the towns are. You can flick back and forth between this layer and that layer to show, zoom in a little bit. Now you start to see where the towns are, where the population centers are. Click back on and see if you can come up with some reasons why these lights are there and what they represent. How does the VIIRS imagery that you've just downloaded help determine where the shale and oil drilling is? Then once you do that, you can uncheck this one and go to the next file. And I think the next one is Lights South America. And it will take you to that location. Very similar thing here. You're starting to see basic information here, the lights and so forth. Now you might want to turn some of these off. If it's too much data, start simple and then turn them on little by little. Again, flick back and forth between the satellite imagery and the VIIRS imagery to answer the question 12.2. How does the VIIR imagery help determine the spread of cities and population across this section of South America? How can this imagery be used to aid measuring in demographics and population studies and so forth? Now the next chart is going to be the fires in Russia. So again, you can click this one off for now, and then open up the fires in Russia. And again, use Google Earth to answer the question in your book. For questions 12.6 to 12.12, you're going to be using websites listed below here. I'm going to start with Modus today. Now what you're looking at here is a real-time imagery of what's available. You can click on the radio buttons for Terra and Aqua to see what type of coverage Modus imagery is available for each one. So here's Terra. It's already checked off, and here's Aqua. Choose a satellite that gives you the better image. And if you can't find something good, you could always go to the previous day. So just click on this right here and change that to the 19th. See what you get. So you can play around with that a little bit. When you get a good image, click on Open in Google Earth. It's going to save a KML file. You can actually just put it inside chapter 12 so you know where it is. And then in Google Earth, you can go ahead and open it up. There it is. And so now it has just inserted that satellite image. You can zoom out. By the way, you can click while it's zooming in to stop it from zooming in, which I didn't do, but you can do that. And now it shows you the satellite imagery right there. You can click that on and off. The next one, we return to Blackboard. You're going to click on Neo and EO. Open up that web page. Click on the atmosphere. Select carbon monoxide. And what you're going to get is a picture of the pollution of carbon monoxide around the world. The book wants you to go to a certain date. So we're going to go to the year 2016 and the month June. Now once you have that set up, go to the downloads right here, switch it to a Google Earth file, and then choose the 1440 by 720. It's going to save this again, this file right here, in your chapter 12. I'm going to go back to Google Earth, file open. Here it is. If you don't know which one it is, you can just do it by date modify. You can see it by the time. And the most recent one will be the one you just downloaded. So I'm going to check out what the Earth looks like during this month. I shut the old one off here, and you can go ahead and answer the questions based on this data. Pretty cool, huh? Now, on the next few questions, you're going to go back to the NEO website. You're going to click on Energy, and then the land surface temperatures for the day. And so you're going to do the same thing. You're going to choose the right date. I think it wants you to do 2017 February. Choose the Google Earth file 1440 by 720. Save it. Open it up in Google Earth, and then answer the questions there. And then I want you to do the same thing again for um, the ocean tab. So you're going to go to the ocean tab and you're going to select sea surface temperatures 2002 plus, download that file, put it up on Google Earth, and answer the questions for that as well. The next thing we're going to do is go back to Blackboard and open up the NSIDC site, another government resource that's really great to use. Okay, now for the next question, I want you to go look at your application answer sheet here. I already downloaded it in Word. Question 1213 is different than you'll find in your book. I changed the last two questions. There is no question 12.14. I got rid of that. And for this one, in the NSIDC site, you're going to use the sea ice minimum and maximum extent here. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking for. So let's go to the page. Here's the sea ice minimum to maximum extent here. In Google Earth Pro, you're going to compare the summer and winter extents, how much difference there is between the two extents, and answer what accounts for those differences. So how are we going to do this? So I want to see this on Google Earth Pro, so I'm just going to back up to the original page. This is a new page it downloaded. Go back to the sea ice minimum and maximum extent, and I'm going to download this as a KMZ file. So I'm going to click on it. There it is. I'm going to save it under chapter 12. Then I'm going to return to Google Earth Pro. Let's minimize this one here, shut that off. File open. Here it is, the sea ice extent. And you can examine the Earth with the ice on it, and you can use this lever here to change different time periods. And that will help you figure out the question in your answer sheet. So that's it. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will post a discussion board forum for this lab as usual. And I'm also very happy to meet with you on like a video chat to help you through any of these labs before the semester is over. We have a few weeks left, I think 3 classrooms, including the last final. And what we'll be doing after this lab is working on a very simple class project that will be using the story map website again for that. It's not going to be complex, it's very simple. And lastly, the only other thing left will be an exam, which is not going to be comprehensive. It will just cover the remote sensing chapters that we've done. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope everyone's doing well and is safe out there, and I'll see you soon.